Hey guys, so I purchased a new brow product late last week and I've been using it every day since and I'm totally blown away. This is the best brow product I've ever used and it's my holy grail brow product. I don't think I will ever want to use anything again. So I'm going to show you what that is and tell you a little bit about it, and I'm also going to show you a couple other products because the one that I found that is my new holy grail is prestige type. It's a prestige type product, a little more expensive. So if this product that I'm about to show you is too expensive for your budget, I'm going to tell you what I would buy if this was not available, or if I couldn't afford it, what would my next best choices be. Alright, so let's just start with what I'm talking about in case you're curious and you don't want to watch the whole video. I finally got around to trying something that is a lot of people's holy grail brow product, and it gets a lot of buzz and it's very popular because it is so good, and that is the Anastasia Brow Wiz. And I got it in the shade medium brown, and one of the things that I like about it, it's a twist up. The first thing that you notice about this when you start using it is the formula. The formula is perfection. It glides on smoothly. So easy to use. The color is on the cool side. I like that, because I think that a lot of brow products tend to be too warm, and warm colors for your brows, I don't feel like they're that flattering. By the way, the color selection on this is great. They have like 6 or 7 colors to choose from. Medium brown was perfect for me, but whatever your brow color is, I'm sure you'll find one within the range that you like. But back to the formula for a second. It just glides right on, so easy to apply. It's sort of a waxy type formula, which is nice because that means that it's not going to dry up over time. It's not going to snap off. I don't know if you've ever had a brow product that snapped off when you were trying to use it. I'm talking to you, Maybelline Define a Brow. That I used to love that pencil so much, but that's because I had never used anything else. But those snap off like crazy. It's awful. But I used to like the color. That's why I used to buy that a long time ago. But anyways, yeah, the formula on this is fantastic. It's pigmented, but it's not so crazy pigmented that is difficult to blend out. It's just the right amount of pigmentation. So it shows up when you do it, but it's not super dark. And then on the other side, it very conveniently has a built-in spoolie. So, been loving this. It's just fantastic. It is $21, which is a lot for one product. But if you find something that works really, really well for you, I feel like you're better off just going ahead and buying the high-end product if it's going to work great for you. Then you don't have to keep trying all these other things that don't work, because before, what I was doing was I was spending so much money on brow products because I kept looking for that holy grail product. Well, if you could see all the brow products that I have, like in a drawer, I've spent, a million times over what I paid for this $21 brow product. So now I don't have to do that anymore. I found something that's great color-wise and formula-wise, so I'm done. Don't have to fuss with it anymore. Now, if $21 is just too much, you can't spend $21 for one product. I'm going to give you a couple recommendations that they're not as good as this, but they're good enough, or they were for me until I discovered this. The NYX Microbrow Pencil is pretty good, and I have this in the shade Ash Brown. It's pretty close to the Anastasia medium brown, but I feel like the Anastasia one is a little bit cooler and in tone, and I'm going to swatch these side by side on my hands so that you can see the difference. Alright, so let's start with the Anastasia one. The NYX Microbrow Pencil, it's a twist up. It has a spoolie on the other side. It's kind of like a very, very similar product. But the NYX one is $9.99, so you might as well say $10. So 21 versus 10. So the Anastasia is more than twice as expensive, but I still feel like it's a superior product. Alright, so here is the Anastasia one swatched. And that's medium brown. And that's a, pretty heavy swatch. I wanted you to really be able to see the color. And then the next one, I'm going to put right over it. So there's the next one. And there's the Anastasia. So the NYX is a little bit lighter and a little bit warmer. And I just feel like a cooler tone works better for most people. Now, if you think that the Anastasia one is too dark, like I said, I did a heavy swatch, so you can just go lighter, and let me give you a lighter swatch so you can compare. Okay, so that's a lighter swatch with a less heavy hand. Now, if you want perfect brows, you're not going to get a perfect brow just by using a brow pencil. You're going to need to use multiple products. I'm not that particular. I feel like I can fill in my brows and get them to do what I want them to do with just a brow pencil, but if you're a real perfectionist and you want to use multiple products but you don't want to spend a fortune buying a whole bunch of different things, honestly, you cannot beat the LA Colors I Heart Makeup Brow Palette. You get so many products in this thing, and it's only $6. It's $5.99, so you might as well call it $6. I get this at Rite Aid, and it's pretty amazing. The shade, there's only 2 different palettes. There's light to medium, which is this one, and then there's medium to dark. So not a lot of choices on the color range, but for me, this light to medium one was fantastic. Hold on. Okay, so back to what I was saying. Yes, the LA Colors I Heart Makeup Brow Palette, $6 at Rite Aid. This is a fantastic product. The light to medium color range works great for me. And you get a ton of different products in here. You get brow stencils. You get a brow pencil. And the pencil is a little hard. It's, if it was a little bit softer, it would be easier to work with, but the color is just so perfect that I was always kind of willing to forgive the not perfect formula. I mean, it's usable, but just, be aware that it's kind of a hard pencil. And then you get a little brush, and you get a pair of tweezers, and you get a spoolie, and you get 2 waxes. You can see that I really loved this wax right here. I even hit pan on it. I loved it so much. And then you get a highlight powder that you can use with your eyeshadows if you want to, just to put, right under your brow. And you get 3 powder brow shades. And I think that for most people, one of these 3 would work just fine. The medium to dark palette is really dark, and I think that for most people, this would be the palette you would want. Anybody that is light to medium in skin tone, this is going to work for you. It's a pretty wide range of products in terms of the brow powder. And this pencil is sort of like a mid ground that would work in conjunction with the powders and creams really well. Does work, not would work, but does work. So yeah, if you don't want to spend a lot of money, but you're really, really into doing your brows and having them come out perfect, this is a fantastic product. You can't go wrong with this. $6 at Rite Aid. Now, it may be available at other places, but that's the only place that I've seen it. I know not everybody has Rite Aid stores where they live. I would imagine that you can probably get this from the LA Colors website if you wanted to, but it's most likely available at other stores as well. So those are my 3 choices for the best brow products that are on the market, and trust me, I have tried tons. So I think I'm pretty qualified to say that these are the 3 best ones that you can buy. The Anastasia is definitely my favorite. There is no doubt about it. My second favorite would be a tie between these 2, because if you just want something fast and easy, the NYX Microbrow Pencil is probably the way to go. But this palette is really great if you don't mind taking a little bit of time. So that's it for today, you guys, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.